It's time to feel the rage. Welcome to Film Rage, where we talk movies, current releases, coming attractions, streaming, and classic films as well. Directors and actors beware, as you cannot hide from the rage. My name is Bryce, and I'm part of the Film Rage crew, which also includes Jim. Hello, Jim.
Hey, buddy.
And our producer, our rock, the cock of the walk, Murray.
The merman.
Yo.
Hey there, Murray. So with the introductions out of the way, let's rage on.
All right. So we're going to talk. We're in the brand new, freshly painted, freshly sealed, out of the package, the new Film Rage Studios. What do you think?
I'm pretty excited.
I am actually also very excited. I can't tell you, having our own spot and having our own space and being able to just let it all hang out.
I think it's too bright in here, though. We might have to do something about that.
You do like to live like a vampire, that's for sure.
As do I.
Yeah.
I don't think we need this much light.
I need to get my vitamin D. So what did we see last week? What was happening? You were back. You were in Vegas. Did you have a good time?
Yeah, it was a little expensive, but it's Vegas. It's still better than being here in Calgary at this point of the year because it's pretty cold.
I hear you.
But while I was down there, I did take in some movies. I had my afternoons free, so I took in a few.
Let's talk about the first one.
First one I saw was Underwater.
Ooh. Yeah. Now, okay, so remember we talked last week about whether it was going to be a crack that happens and then water comes in and then a bunch of people die? Is that kind of the plot of the movie?
That's pretty much it. But
it was for 2 hours.
Yeah, it was. Give or take. I still liked it.
Okay.
Yeah, no.
What'd you like about it?
There's some walking. Not only walking, but walking on
underwater.
Underwater walking, which is something
cow.
new. It's like a little twist on the old walking. But surprisingly, Kristen Stewart was really, really good. I mean, she had to carry this whole movie basically.
Yeah.
She was very, very good in it.
She had the shoulders.
Yeah. Yeah, we wouldn't, with them slight shoulders, you wouldn't think she'd be able to hold up a whole movie, but she did.
She didn't hold up Charlie's Angels because that died.
Well, I never saw it, but it's one of those ones that I don't think I have to.
No, we don't have to.
Yeah. So yeah. No, you know what? It was overall, I did enjoy it. But meh.
Was it meh?
Yeah.
I may or may not see it in theaters. I may just wait.
I wouldn't rush out. It's not like it's a big special effects extravaganza that you absolutely have to see on the big screen.
Yeah,
Indeed.
Exactly. Well, answer the most important question: was there a shark that ripped somebody apart?
There was not the monster.
Was a creature?
There was a creature, yeah, and it's a very, 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 very big creature.
Did it just ate people
Oh,
whole?
actually, yeah, I guess there were some smaller creatures too. I forgot about
that
those.
were doing some chewing?
Yeah. No,
Did you get to see some limbs come off?
I didn't get to see limbs come off, but you got to see some like half-eaten people and whatnot.
Oh, okay, that satisfies.
So,
satisfies my underwater.
Yeah. To be honest, it was way better than I was expecting. I don't know what I was. Here's the thing. I mean, we're in January now, so everything that comes out, I kind of expect to be crap.
Yeah.
Because that's just what we do in January. We just release all the.
Except
garbage.
That's not what happened last week.
Oh,
I can
really?
tell you that. No.
Oh, okay. Well, look.
Do
tell.
Well, actually, I think I like this one better than you. Was Just Mercy.
Oh, I think you did like it better than me.
I did actually. Actually, I really liked it. This was actually for me it was a Mondo, and the reason I did like it as much as I did was I liked the pacing. I thought most of the acting was pretty brilliant. I liked the way they rolled it out.
Come on.
There was one guy I know you didn't like, but I'll let you talk about that.
All right.
Talk about him.
Well, Michael B. Jordan. I just
didn't feel his love.
If Mark Ruffalo's a potato,
Yeah,
I don't know how you can say. He's just got that stupid pouty face that his expression never changes. It doesn't matter what the situation is.
You know what I love about this? The fact that you can now know how I feel about Mark Ruffalo.
Well,
This is exactly how I feel about
But
Mark
there's no
Ruffalo.
comparison. Mark Ruffalo is a fine actor.
No, he's not. He's exactly the same.
thespian, as it were.
You literally just compared the two. So
Well, no, I said, from
You're
from
not
what
eating
I
your words.
understand how you feel about Mark
that's
Ruffalo.
exactly how I feel.
I feel about that way about Michael B. Jordan.
There you go.
I just watch him and I'm like, just show me something, man.
Jamie,
Anything.
Jamie Foxx was great.
Jamie
in it.
Foxx was fantastic.
All the supporting cast.
Everybody
was
was great in it, except for one guy. You know, the guy I had to look at for
great. The most of the
for
movie.
2 hours.
But I think why people are. I felt emotionally tied to this movie. The people that they're trying to get off death row, just your heart goes to these guys.
It absolutely does, but I don't know. I should have felt more than I did, and I know you felt differently. Like you were really invested in this, and I thought that this movie needed to make me angrier than it did.
Yeah. I know what you mean by that. I was kind of happy about just letting it flow over me. Like I was in a mood that was just.
I wanted to get pissed off.
Yeah.
And it didn't do that.
Yeah. No, I can see why.
I'm watching like documentaries and stuff about this same subject. I was pissed off. Then I went to see this, and it kind of sugar-coated stuff.
I think it was. Yeah, I would say it was a little tamer
It was for
than
the
what
masses.
it could have been. Yeah, it was for the masses. For me, it was a Mondo.
All right. I wanted it to be a Mondo so badly.
But for you?
But it's got Michael B. Jordan, which menace it right off the bat.
Give it to us. What did you get, buddy?
It's a meh.
Oh, good. Yeah, I understand it. Like a boss.
Ooh, Like a Boss. Guess who saw Like a Boss?
Not me.
Remember last week I said, did you see it, Burr?
No, because it was on my worst of the year coming up list.
Well,
And you also said you would take one for the team.
And
so.
I did. And that's the whole thing. If you listened to us last week, I told you I will take one for the team this time. So here's the question. If you did listen last week, you must all be wondering, the big showdown.
Yeah, it was a big showdown.
The director Arteta against Haddish.
Mm-hmm.
And oh man.
Too bad we didn't have a sucker punch sound effect.
Yeah, no kidding.
Haddish takes him down.
So just to recap from last week, we had Tiffany Haddish, who has never, ever made a good movie. And we had Miguel Arteta, who's never, ever made a bad movie. And in this heavyweight title fight, Haddish came out on top.
So you're raging. This is a
Oh
rage.
my God, this is a rage. It's one of those movies where 30 seconds in, because they actually opened with some dialogue and a little mini scene between them. And 30 seconds in, I'm like, oh God, what did I get myself into? This is going to be awful. Which kind of sets it up good, because then you're like, okay, well, maybe you'll get pleasantly surprised, because now you're expecting, it's Haddish, so you know it's going to be bad going in. And then you had this, and you're like, okay, this is going to be awful, so it's got to go up from there, right? And it's so bad. I actually did laugh once. What's her head? Whatever Coolidge, the chick with Stifler's mom from American Pie.
Oh, yeah.
Jennifer Coolidge.
She's great in
Jennifer
everything, though. She's
So
great in everything.
She had one line in it that was hilarious, and I wish I could even remember it, but I can't. But it was the only... I laughed once in whole movie.
You got your money's worth.
Well, here's the thing. It was 83 minutes long, so at least it wasn't that bad. At least I was in and out, It's the way I like it anyways. So.
Hard rage?
Oh, the hardest of rages. It was so bad. I'm waiting for Tiffany Haddish to make anything that's
Watchable.
Yeah, it's just not happening.
Well, I hope she doesn't do a film with Noah Baumbach, because that could ruin you for life, buddy.
Well, if anybody can steer her in the right direction, it would be Noah.
Or the Safdie brothers.
Or the Safdie brothers. I do love the Safdies.
see.
I can't wait to see Uncut Gems again. I'm really looking forward
I want to see it, but I don't think I'm going to love it as much as you.
I think you are, and we'll just have to see. We will be, when it comes out in Calgary, if it ever comes out. I don't understand why it's not out. I don't get it. Anyways,
It's probably going
going
to come on
We're
Netflix.
going.
We will. So a movie we both loved, I know this, 1917. And we talked you don't love war movies. I love war movies if they're done well.
Never look forward to a war movie ever.
And just I can't. I'm almost speechless. I was speechless through the whole movie just watching it. It's like one cut, the entire movie, and some of the editing, some of the cinematography. I'm just my draw. If it could fall any lower to the table, it would fall. It was blowing my mind the entire film.
So, just to be the devil's advocate a little bit here, because I absolutely love this movie. Did the fact that you're sort of paying attention to this one cut take away from it at all?
No,
not at all.
Not for me. So I think what drew me in right from the beginning, because we talked about "Thou Shalt Not Go Old," and I've seen that a couple times since, and seeing the coloration that Peter Jackson did to that film,
right,
leading into this film, which is also filmed in 1917,
right,
that. The coloration right away, I'm going like they captured World War I color, the mootness to the landscape, the grittiness, the dirtiness. We talked about how 70s was gritty. Man, 1917 was motherfucking gritty. Like it doesn't get any grittier than that film. And so for me, it was like opening up where they're in the trench, and right away, I think I even turned to you in the theater and I went, "There's going to be a lot of walking in this movie, buddy."
I know. It was so good.
There was so much walking.
Love the walking.
So much walking.
There really was.
And like just some of the stuff, I don't want to spoil too much for people because every single person has to see this movie.
I agree.
The scene with the plane too. Like I don't even know how they did that. How could they do that on a single shot? Like they hadn't even done one cut yet. Yeah. And they possibly maybe when the thing collapsed on them, the tunnels collapsed on them. Maybe there was an edit there.
Oh yeah, there's a few places where there were obvious edits, and that's the only thing that I found myself looking for them instead of kind of paying attention to what was going on a little bit.
I was just absorbing it all. Yeah. I didn't want to go there because I know Murray had told us ahead of time. He says, "Hey, this is all like one shot type film."
Yeah, I knew that going in as well.
And well, I did because Murray told me.
I did before Murray told you.
But so I was like, okay, I want to feel this. I want to feel like I am on this journey with these guys.
It was very, very good.
I think this is probably going to be on one of my top 10s for this year for sure, bar none.
Well, it's not out of the question for me. It depends on the rest of the year, but
so nothing's going to beat it as far as cinematography. I can tell you that.
Yeah, no, it was an experience. There was no question. You're right. You're right there with them too, and it was an emotional journey.
Yeah, man. Yeah, because people die. You're like, what's happened there? How did he die? Meh, he dies. It's hard Mondo for me.
Mondo.
Mur, what about you, buddy?
Absolutely.
You
nice.
Go. Nice, Mur. Right, next week there is potentially not a lot we're going to be looking forward to.
Bad Boys for Life.
Yeah.
I know we've already talked about this on our worst 5 list.
There's not a lot to say. I mean, Martin Lawrence. God, why?
So my big question is, and maybe our technical
they should have made this, but replaced Martin Lawrence with someone else.
Chris Rock. Or somebody funny like.
Somebody funny would be excellent.
Yeah, someone with talent. He plays the same.
Well, there's a reason we haven't seen him in a movie in I don't know when.
Well, not even just a movie. Like he hasn't toured.
He hasn't toured. We haven't seen him do a guest spot on a television show. I mean, nobody wants to. I don't understand why they would. Whatever.
Okay, so here's a tough question for you.
All right.
Is this going to be a bigger flop than Gemini Man? This is a prediction.
No, I think that this is going to have an audience.
Well, whoever liked the first two will go see this one.
I honestly think that this thing's number one. It's opening in a weekend where there's just nothing.
Yeah.
They can watch 1917.
Well, yeah, but it's been out since Christmas Day at a lot of places. We just got it Friday, but it's been out for a while in other places, and I think that it's gonna. I think Bad Boys for Life. It'll be it's gonna outdo our other movie that's
Yeah, you
releasing.
think?
Yeah,
And-
that's probably. I don't know, man, because we'll talk
there's
about
no-
that in a sec. Okay,
there's-
are we ready
there's
to
no way.
transition?
Yeah, well, I don't know. What else do you want to say about Bad Boys for Life? I have no intention of seeing it
Ever seeing it?
ever.
Yeah, me neither.
And
I won't even watch it for free on a
no,
streaming service.
there's absolutely no reason to see it.
No.
So let's transition.
Yeah,
Enough of that.
Dolittle.
Dolittle.
This is another one, another remake of a movie that's been done too many times, in my opinion. The only reason I want to see this is because of Robert Downey.
Robert Downey. What do you think of that, Murr?
He's not a big hit us, Murr. Yeah, Merman's not a fan of Robert Downey
Yes.
because he's Iron Man and Iron Man's a dick. So he
Iron
doesn't-
Man and Tony Stark,
both dicks.
both dicks.
But I mean,
But entertaining dicks.
yeah, I don't know, man. He's got chops. He's just got so many chops.
Oh, there's no question. I mean, he's shown that his entire career
Yeah.
before he became the cokehead and
Yeah.
rehabilitated.
Even while he was a cokehead,
And
he
even
was still
while
doing
he
good
was a
stuff.
cokehead.
He used to be a good actor.
So no, he still is.
Yeah, no, he didn't lose that.
He is. I mean, he just
well.
he. So I'm gonna see this, and I may even see it this weekend.
Yeah, well, there's only a couple things, or I guess there's only one thing to see, so because not a lot's opening.
Because
this
we're not
weekend.
seeing Bad Boy.
No, that's not happening.
So
I can't even take that one for the team.
here's my prediction for it though.
Yeah.
I think we're gonna enjoy him in it. I hope he doesn't pull a Johnny Depp that now he's got too much stardom and he's being typecast as a certain thing, and now he's just gonna be this over the top weirdo in it. And if it will, it'll annoy the hell out of me through the whole film. But I'm hoping that it's not the same story that we've seen already enough times. Maybe they've put a new spin on it that's going to give it. So I'm predicting, but I've only just seen a bit of the trailer. I'm going to do a prediction that it's going to be a different spin and that I'm going to actually go into it with an open mind.
It looks like a different spin.
Yeah, well, there we go. We'll see. Maybe we'll.
from the trailers. It
We
looks
can't
like
think of it. Just like how we thought we were going to give a Rage to the Grudge and we gave it meh. So maybe this will be a minimum of a meh and I'll have hopes for more. So,
cool.
all right. Well, let's talk about some streaming. You didn't do much. You were gambling too much.
Yeah, no, I was in Vegas participating in
Losing
all
money.
sorts of debauchery.
Not a boy. Well, you know what they say. What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas, except for your rating of Underwater and
My money
Like a
stayed
boss.
in
Like a
Vegas.
boss.
Like a boss. So I saw a few things. I saw The Marshes, which just came out on Shudder. It's a 2017 flick from Australia.
Oh, yeah.
Australia. And yeah, it wasn't bad. It's I don't want to spoil it too much. I still keep telling you, you gotta get Shudder. It's well worth it. They've got some good stuff that comes on there. A lot of stuff that's film. It's funny. They get a lot of film festival horror flicks on there.
Right.
So, and then they got a ton of stuff that's like a lot of Italian 70s stuff. Like they just got a real good mix of stuff that you wouldn't find anywhere. And just this one's another one I never would have saw. You'd never see this flick on Netflix. You might see it on Prime. Prime's got some pretty weird shit, but
I tend to like Australian movies. I
yeah,
don't know, the stuff that comes out of there is they're actually having a real good run right now.
and they're usually pretty good horror movies. This one's okay. I mean, it's kind of like the In the Woods type show, and some of it got a little bit of annoying, but I'd give it a meh.
Cool.
Meh. I said I'd give it a meh. And then I streamed on iTunes because it was on for 99 cents. I streamed 47 Meters Down.
47 meters down.
Now, did you see it?
I'm not sure.
It came out in the summer, buddy. It's not.
You're telling me that it was out last year, and I thought, I've seen that like 2 or 3 years ago. Was there
No.
something else that was like it that I'm thinking of, or
Probably. There was
think I
The
actually
Shallows. You thinking The Shallows,
no,
This is
not the
something else.
Shallows.
Who is in this?
maybe? I don't remember. That's your job. You got this. You got
Yeah.
the,
Everyone who
you got
saw
the
it.
walking around device.
Everyone saw
It was there was a couple of like B-roll character
I
actors that
actually
you'd
wanted to
see
see
from
this.
seeing it.
Right.
And it was funny because as we're watching it, Monique actually said, man, this is really good. She thought I was previewing for Cuff at the time. I'm like,
Oh,
no,
really?
this isn't a
there's
Cuff
actually
film.
two of these made?
So it's funny because when she said that, she says, "Oh, okay. Well, I don't like this now because it's pretty high gloss, right?" But
You know who is in it?
it's
Jamie Foxx's daughter.
There you go. There you go.
Well, that's exciting.
I know. Probably her first role.
You know what?
And it was a sequel.
Maybe that's why.
Yeah. What was the first one called?
Same thing. Just this something else is called something else.
47 meters down again.
Yeah, whatever.
Back to back. Yeah. Anyway, I kind of would give it a meh. It's got enough shark eating to make me happy, and
People are eating sharks?
yeah, that too. There's some sushi
That's
that
bad.
happens.
They shouldn't eat sharks.
No.
Sharks are endangered species. They should
right.
never eat them.
No.
There's a bunch of continuity issues. Like the sharks are blind and they can't. They've been under the 47 meters down for so long.
Are they smart sharks? Like in
They're
that
super
deep
like
blue sea
they're
or
like
whatever
deep
it
blue
is?
sea smart
Yeah.
sharks
So
because they
they're like
use
super
their
intelligent. And they get together.
They use their other senses.
They put together gadgets and
They were
set traps.
They were MacGyvering stuff, and it was like these sharks.
Maybe I'll go see it.
These sharks are pretty smart.
Because I definitely didn't see the movie you're talking about now. There's no question. I haven't seen that.
But so the thing that kind of turned me off a little bit, they said they're blind and they can't see anything.
Right.
And they're 47 meters down. They've been there under the ground since they were under there.
Yeah.
So they don't have any vision.
Right.
And of course, later on, they get out.
Right.
And you're kind of just like,
Okay, so
now they can seem to see everything. And they're out in the light. You'd think they'd be...
So that would be even worse.
Yeah, it was, yeah.
That doesn't make any sense.
It was, yeah. That part...
If you're down 47 meters down, your eyes are not going to develop. You can't... If you're not seeing,
But
you
maybe
don't all
it
of a
was-
sudden miraculously see. You
Maybe
don't have a
just
use
the
to see.
smelling. Maybe they smelt. I don't know. I'm not a shark. I couldn't tell you, but I had a few problems with it for sure.
All
But it's a good shark eating. The sharks do get some munching.
All right, fair enough.
And then we
Sharks
talked about
have some full bellies.
full bellies.
Those sharks.
Yeah, which is another one of my things about shark movies. Is like, okay, sharks don't continue to eat when they're full. They just don't.
That's true.
But it's like, man, the amount of people they ate, I'm like, that shark is full.
I want a shark movie where in the end the sharks win. That would be excellent.
That's a good question. I haven't
Well,
heard of one.
Sharknado, man. There's like,
I've never seen
Oh
Sharknado.
no, they keep
Sharks
killing
don't
me.
win.
They just keep coming back.
there's not one shark, but there's a bunch of
There
sharks.
should be like a shark standing tall at the end of the movie. Everybody's dead, and he's just
swims
like,
away.
I'm the man. He swims away, and that's the last scene.
All right, directors out there, if you're listening, that's the movie we all want to
We
see.
want to see.
Yeah. Well, wasn't that Finding Nemo? Sharks were still alive. There you go. It's been made.
Shark, though.
And Finding Nemo too,
There was
actually.
no killing people in Finding Nemo.
Well, up until they became friends with Dory and Nemo, they were eating everybody, and then all of a sudden they became friends, and they don't eat people and stuff anymore. They're vegetarian sharks now.
Vegetarian sharks.
That's not right.
That's what happens in Finding
That's
Nemo. Go
Disney
watch
for
it.
ya.
Go download your
I
Disney
need
Plus.
to watch Finding Nemo again. So at the end of Finding Nemo, the
sharks are
sharks
friendly.
turn vegetarian.
Yeah, they turned vegan. I think
They're actually vegan, so
I think so.
They don't eat any animal products
but
whatsoever.
they don't show them.
They don't
They're-
partake.
They're cavorting with fish. So
They're just hanging out. Everything's
chilling.
cool, and they're
Hey,
eating
buddy.
seaweed and stuff.
well, they didn't actually show what they were eating, but they're hanging out with the other little fish. You got to think they're not going to eat their buddy. I know if you and I were like in the movie Alive.
That doesn't seem right.
I know I wouldn't. I would save you to last because
what are we
you're,
teaching our kids?
you're
man?
pretty much gristle. So I definitely wouldn't
Yeah.
chow into you first.
Yeah, okay, let's move on. I guess I'm a little hung up on this, but
It
yeah.
was a bad movie. Let's move on.
Yeah, Night of the Living Dead, 1990s. Tom Savini. We talked about this, so I went back and watched it again.
I think I need to go back and watch it again because I apparently don't. I remember it being shot for shot, and you keep on no, buddy, it's not shot for shot.
It's so different, and there's parts about it that actually kind of bothered me because Ben in the first one is like just a rock star. The guy's not a dick in the first one.
Yeah.
But in this one, Ben kind of seemed a bit of a dick. Like he was kind of just like pushing the envelope a little hard.
Right.
And Barbara was just like kick ass. She was just like taking on everybody. It was like not like Barbara in the first one, which she was just like
She had
wah,
dissed the first one.
wah. She was just like, well, she was just like basically comatose for most of the movie.
No, she did.
But this, she was just
did
like she was
nothing.
take charge and kick ass, man. It was definitely Tom Savini's, Me Too film for
In 1990.
In 1990. So I mean,
Girl power.
go Barbara, go Barbara. So yeah, loved it. Tom Savini's great. Everything. If you haven't seen the remake of Night of the Living Dead, go see it. But see the first one. See the original first.
Yeah, no, you got to see the original.
All right. Well, we're moving into because it is award season, and the Merman
Jim's
has
favorite time. Of the year.
my favorite time to be not happy because I hate the awards.
Yeah, the awards have their purpose.
I may even change my rage today. I had it preset, but now I'm going to change it.
Wait till I get
Oh yeah, I got to come up with a rage.
You can have my old one.
Well, you got about 5 minutes. Okay, well, this is my time to talk, I guess. Yeah, it is awards season, and it looks like the Academy Awards is about 3 weeks earlier than usual, so everything's back to back. But on Sunday was the Critics' Choice Awards, which almost nobody cares about, and someone's playing with my machine here. So yeah, Best Picture. Controversial was Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, which some of us liked, some of us didn't. Joaquin Phoenix actually won for Best Actor, which may be a thing to come at the Oscars. Zellweger won for Judy Garland.
I haven't seen Judy.
I haven't either. I didn't get to see that one at the festival, but
It played Sif.
and Brad Pitt won Best Supporting Actor.
Sorry, this was for which one? Which award?
For Judy, Best Actress.
For which award show?
Zellweger. This is the Critics' Choice Awards.
Oh, right. Okay.
Critics' Choice.
Like I said, pretty much nobody cares about, but and yeah, Brad Pitt won Best Supporting over Pacino with
I
Pesci.
don't understand.
I know, well. And,
Pesci.
And Best Supporting is probably the one locked this year for all the award shows. Laura Dern from Marriage Story.
Yeah, she's gonna, and
And-
deservingly so.
Best Director was a tie, actually, between the director of Parasite and Sam Mendes of 1917. And yeah, that's the major ones.
Sorry,
so-
the tie was between what?
Sam Mendes and Bong Joon-ho.
Bong Joon-ho.
It was a tie
Yes.
How did they? What?
Parasite was
Parasite tied with
for
1917.
Best Director.
for Best Director.
Is that even a thing?
Apparently, it isn't there.
You know what?
It wouldn't be the Oscars, but for them it was.
The two totally. It's tough to compare them, but that was quite the feat. There's a lot of stuff going on in that
Yeah.
Parasite that's very impressively
apparently it's so
shot.
good, they're thinking of making a TV series out of it now.
Just don't.
Just not American one, hopefully.
Yeah.
No, they're the original, but I still haven't
Let's hope
seen
it's
it,
Korean.
Oh, good. We better not get an English version of
but-
Parasite.
Oh, I'm sure we will.
Oh, for crying out loud.
Anyway, so yeah, those are the big winners from the Critics' Choice Awards, and the next morning they did the Oscar nominations, which was really
The Oscar
fun.
nominations.
So leading this year is Joker, actually, with 11 nominations.
11 nominations for
Ooh.
Joker,
And Once Upon a Time in Hollywood and The Irishman both have 10.
along with
And
1917.
1917 as well. Parasite has 6. And Marriage Story has 6. And Little Women and Jojo Rabbit both have 6 as well. Ford versus Ferrari got 4. And Star Wars Skywalker actually got 3, mostly.
Oh, it's all
technical
going to be
stuff.
Mostly
technical stuff.
technical, yeah.
Two Popes got 3, and Bombshell got 3. So,
Bombshell.
Best Picture, the usual, what we already talked about. So, yeah, Parasite is kind of getting steam, but I mean, I don't think it's going to take it over.
Yeah, you never know. Sometimes
over.
when these movies get
I
steam
know.
at this point, they
Joker's
end
leading
up going
nominations.
all the way.
I don't know. If they give Joker Best
Have
Picture,
to-
I'd be very surprised. It's
Nah,
just
Joker's not getting
controversial.
Best Picture. I might have to get online and see if I can get some odds on Parasite winning
Yeah.
Best
Who knows?
Picture.
And
not gonna
best-
happen.
It could
we went to
happen.
Best Actress.
Nope.
Zellweger again.
Here's my prediction. No.
Yeah, but what about it like 10 or 15 to 1? Is it worth a little wager?
Oh, 10 or 15 to 1. I would put some money on that.
Exactly.
That'll make it interesting. We
Wait,
can bet on it.
Wait, I'm not invested enough in the award shows to actually want to give
want
it.
to watch it. That's the problem. So yeah, Best Actress. We actually have an interesting race. Zellweger again for Judy.
Yeah, I gotta watch that.
Charlize Theron
I
for
don't know.
Bombshell.
Yeah.
ScarJo with her first nominations
She's
got
for
2.
Marriage Story.
She's very
Best
good.
Actress.
Yes.
And Saoirse Ronan for Little Women and Cynthia Erivo for Harriet.
I
Who
haven't
is the
seen
only
Harriet.
African
Yeah, I want to see
American
Harriet.
nominee.
I
for
do
sure.
too.
There's no big surprises there, but it's probably going to be Zellweger if they're on to lose. Best actor is 5 phenomenal choices, so it's going to be hard to pick. Joaquin Phoenix, who actually may win an Oscar finally, which he should have won years ago. Adam Driver for Marriage Story. DiCaprio. Banderas for Pain and Glory. And Jonathan Pryce in The Two Popes.
There's another one I got to see. Pain and Glory. I actually wanted to see before I made my top 10 list, just in case it was going to make it onto it, but I wasn't able to see it.
I think it's just came out on streaming. So
yeah, so many movies. Best Director. Scorsese for The Irishman,
Nope.
Tarantino,
Nope.
Bong Joon-ho for Parasite,
Yep.
Sam Mendes for 1917,
Yep.
which we
Yep.
just saw, and Todd Phillips for Joker.
No, but it was still
And they're doing the announcements.
year.
The
Tough year to
people
be
who are doing the
nominated.
announcements, the black woman who was doing a joke that congratulations to all those men nominated. That's to say there were no women nominated, but there was only maybe 2 that could have been nominated. So
yeah.
anyway, Best Supporting again, Brad Pitt, Pacino and Pesci, Tom Hanks for A Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood, and Anthony Hopkins for Two Popes.
Pesci's finally going to win.
So it's
gotta happen.
Well,
Just once.
The
I want it to
popular
happen.
opinion is it's Brad Pitt's to lose, but
Yeah, well,
I figure that Pacino and Pesci are going to split the votes. So
yeah, that's a problem, isn't it?
it is. But
So
so good.
Pacino's not a good actor.
Yeah, well,
so.
Pacino
He
should.
used to be a good actor. I like them.
Yeah.
And again, Best Actress Supporting.
He's
Laura
annoying.
Dern's probably going to win
He is
over
now.
everybody else.
He's the
Scar-
same character.
I'll take a flamethrower to this place.
That's right.
Say hello to my little friend.
So yeah, Best Actress Supporting, Laura Dern probably going to win.
Probably.
ScarJo is also nominated for Jojo Rabbit.
Cool.
Which was awesome.
She was great in it.
And Kathy Bates got a nomination too. Richard Jewell.
Oh yeah, she was very good in it.
And
In which
Margot
one?
Robbie.
Richard Jewell.
Richard Jewell.
Oh.
Kathy Bates.
She's always very good.
Best
though.
Animated.
Agreed.
Toy Story 4, How to Train Your Dragon, Missing Link. I Lost My Body, which I think you saw.
Oh yes, that was
That would
excellent.
be- that would be great if that won.
Oh, if it won, I'd be
And
so freaking
Klaus,
happy.
Klaus, Christmas Story from Netflix.
Yeah.
So, no Frozen 2, even though it's like the highest rated animated movie, whatever.
Whatevs.
Yeah.
We already talked about that. No interest to ever see it. The first
Yeah,
one was terrible.
Exactly. Best International Feature, which is
Oh,
changed from Best Foreign Film.
right.
Parasite, Pain and Glory,
Winner. No.
Les Mis, Rob,
No.
which actually my French friend said was really good.
Yeah, actually, there's another one that I want to
Honeyland
see.
and Corpus Christi.
Oh, Honeyland?
Honeyland got it.
Really?
Yeah.
That's
So
good.
it's probably going to be Parasite. I don't
Documentary
see
got
why it
put
couldn't
in
be.
with. That's interesting.
Screenplay, Marriage Story, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, Parasite.
What was that for, Mer? What was that
The
nomination?
last one was the Best Foreign.
Yeah, best foreign. So
Probably
Yeah,
Parasite.
still, I don't remember them ever doing that before.
doing a doc, yeah.
Yeah.
Honeyland is also nominated for Best Documentary as well.
Oh,
So it
okay.
could win too.
Cinematography, 1917, Roger Deakins, it was amazing what he did. It was,
In 19, yeah.
yeah,
Yep.
just the 2 hours, one shot. It was just
Q.
phenomenal. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, The Irishman, The Joker, and The Lighthouse actually got one there.
Oh, the light was for
Cinematography, it definitely
cinematography
deserves it.
absolutely deserves
Yeah,
it.
it does, yeah.
Original score, 1917.
But
Joker.
you compare it to
Yeah,
1917.
no, I didn't say. Yeah, if you're gonna compare it to 1917, nobody can go. It's so
Exactly.
good. It's the best
Exactly.
cinematography. Blah.
It's true.
So, yeah, best score, 1917. Joker's been winning all the awards. Hilder got
For best score?
Yeah, best
I
score.
haven't
She
been
won
paying
two-
attention.
She won
Okay.
2 already.
Cool.
Little Women, Marriage Story,
good.
and Star Wars.
Meh.
And,
The score?
That was okay.
Whatever.
And yeah, documentary short and animated short. So if you haven't seen them, you wouldn't
Yeah,
know what they're
whatever.
talking about. But yeah, that's basically it, I guess. So
Cool.
Oscars are February the 7th or something like that, which I think is actually the week after Super Bowl or something. But again, my colleagues here don't really care about the awards, but I thought I'd give a wrap.
Nope.
I care about them.
I don't care about them at all.
Yeah, well.
In fact, it's made me change my rage.
Oh no.
Really?
That's exactly how I feel about them.
All right,
Excellent.
Mr. Jim, it's time for your rage.
Yeah, well, hook us up, brother. We got it.
Temperature rising. Vision blurring. Rage taking over.
All right. So thanks for doing that segment, because Mer sheepishly asked us if we should put in an Oscar and an awards thing, and my mind instantly went to no. But
It's like,
Well,
what?
I know
Why?
that. I know
I
that.
believe I said I was going to do it.
I know that
didn't
people.
really
He
ask.
didn't ask. It's true. He didn't ask.
He came on his hands and his knees and
Nah,
said, please,
not even
can I
close."
please
He's
do
like
the awards recap?
He's like, seeing as I control all this device, I'm going to be
Right.
talking about it, which is
and we said, all right, I
Yeah.
guess nothing we can do about it.
do what you do.
Yep.
But what I can tell you is that I have no passion for any award show. They drive me fucking crazy. I hate the spectacle of it. I hate that they have this huge hoopla and circumstance. I mean, everything about it makes me annoying. And the fact that there's been so much political scandal in the award shows in the last, you've got the Black Lives Matter, which happened, the Me Too movement, which is happening there. And it's just first of all, they had troubles even finding people to be the host because nobody wanted to do it, because it's become like this toxic environment in Hollywood. And every single time, I would say every single time, there's been too many times where there's so many other great films that haven't even made the list, and they just have so much buzz for the same American schlock that keeps pouring out of Hollywood. And it's just, there's so many other international great films that don't get any buzz. And granted, they have other award show from other countries where they can get their skin on, but there's just too much effort and emphasis going on. This is what these people think. And the Academy of all of them is the worst. Like, I know I would probably rank them between the ones that is the worst. Definitely anything that happens at the Oscars, I have no hope in anything being accurate. The fact that they have these people on there that don't even watch the movies who are allowed to vote on what this is to me, it's hypocritical beyond belief. That if you can have a person that's like 90 years old and doesn't even have his right frame of mind voting on who's the best director, who's the best actor, who's the best whatever, and then it's common known in the awards shows that these people don't even watch them. They just go, oh well, I like this guy or this lady, I'm going to give it to them. And so when you have that type of credibility, it just continues to go down from there, and you're not getting an accurate portrait if you've got, like, I don't know, what is there now, like maybe 5 people of color that are even in the Academy. So I mean, there's no wonder that either they're not getting voted, they're not getting wins. And same thing with women, like it's all a white man's an award show. So there's no
little women got nominated.
Yeah, they had to probably. It was, I mean,
Right.
I've heard,
and that's sad that that they just had to stick it in, because that's what it looks like.
I mean,
when it looks like that, well, that's a problem.
the
too.
director herself for Little Women is getting some good buzz. It's just kind of too bad that she had to pick a script that is kind of like old and tired.
Yes.
It's like I mean, we go into a bookstore, there's probably 50 new books every day that comes out, and yet we still keep remaking movies, and it's like, come on, I'm sure if she had that much brilliance to do that film so well, give her an original script. Imagine what she could do with that. Like, it blows my mind that people put so much emphasis in it. Like, I get it, the people in Hollywood, it's kind of their thing. But the fact that it has as much show that everybody wants to watch the show and see all the pomp and circumstance to just go, yeah, a bunch of guys voted these people in. It's half the time it doesn't meet what I would use as what I would vote for. So to your point about Parasite, Parasite's not going to win. If it does, it might win Best Foreign, but if there's no way in hell that's going to get Best Picture. There's no way. It's just no way.
I think there's a chance.
Yeah, I don't think there's enough Korean people in the Academy to vote it in. So
I think there's a chance.
yeah, there's
Always a chance.
There's a snowball's chance in hell, is what I could tell you. So, yeah, when this season comes up, I don't really care about anything
doing something else.
that anybody says about. If I like a movie, I trust people I know. If you like a film, I will see it because I know there's redeeming qualities in it. If Murr loves a movie because he doesn't love a lot of movies, then I'm going to see it other than Top Gun.
I like more than you guys do.
you like everything. You don't say you love a lot of stuff.
No, it takes a lot.
You like a lot of movies. So if you love a movie, then I know I should see it. Unless it's Top Gun. I never will see it.
Top Gun.
Yeah, Top Gun.
Okay,
Maverick.
I'll go to that alone, and you can go see.
I want to hear if you love it.
By yourself.
I want you to
BRYCE.
tell me if you loved it though.
Maverick.
Trust me, I will. I will give you a full review.
I'm gonna go see Top Gun Maverick.
Are you?
Well, you guys
Okay,
go
then.
see it
You can
together.
go with me.
All right.
And you can go with
It's
him
a
to see the
date.
Bond movie.
God.
All right.
Well, that's it for my rage. What you got, buddy?
Rage subsiding. Pulse slowing. Anger fading.
I know you don't have as much to be passionate about. Do you want my original rage? Because I know that would make you a little crazy too.
Temperature rising. Vision blurring. Rage taking over.
All right, you're up, Bryce.
All right. This is gonna be
A quick one. It's gonna be super
It'll
quick.
be
It's gonna be
something.
super quick because this is the least prepared I've ever been for one of these.
For anything ever.
For anything in my whole entire life.
Now, if you could rage specifically about technology that isn't necessarily film related,
The
I'm sure
technology
you
is
can jump on.
awesome.
Yeah, then
Because technology's with
technology's kicking our ass today.
100%.
Yeah, but what I'm gonna rage about is best supporting actor.
I know where
yeah.
this is going.
Well, no, it's just that I don't understand. Number one, why you're putting two people from the same movie in a best supporting actor category, which happens a lot.
Agreed.
Yeah, which makes no sense to me. And also, what is a best supporting actor these days? Sometimes I'm a little confused about it. But sometimes I think, okay, that was the star of the movie, and yet they're the best supporting actor. To a lesser extent this year with Tom Hanks, because you could argue that he's a supporting role, but can you really?
Oh, totally, man.
Yeah.
Look at his screen time in that movie.
Yeah, but he's on the poster.
Yeah, and people
Oh,
didn't
no,
go to
he's on
movie
the
to see the other
poster.
guy. They went to see Tom Hanks.
Who's on the bill first?
How
It
many
says
movies-
Tom Hanks.
How many movies have you seen where there's somebody on the poster and you're like, that person wasn't even in the movie?
Well, it happens.
The part that they were in were actually cut.
But not when it's billed Tom Hanks in Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood.
And that's not lying. He was in the movie.
Yeah, but he's got top billing. If the first name that came up there wasn't Schmoey
Yeah, but-
McSchmoenstein or whatever his name
Yeah, but
was, that was the
people-
lead actor.
If they had
it
a
was
picture
Tom
of
Hanks.
if they had a picture of Schmoey up there, and then they just say in the subtext, and Tom Hanks is in this movie.
also featuring Tom Hanks in a
featuring
minor
Tom
role.
In a minor
It
role.
wasn't a minor role.
It wouldn't have had as many people go to see it. So they got to put their star.
I'm sorry,
They're gonna
Tom
put their
Hanks
star foot
starred
forward.
in that movie, and if he's going to get nominated, he should
was
have been
not the
nominated
s-
for Best
he-
Actor, which
he was
you
not the best actor. He was a bit part in the in
How
a
can
movie.
you call it a bit part? He was in the whole freaking thing.
No, he wasn't.
Yeah, he was.
Go back. Okay, when it comes out, you record his screen time compared to Schmoey McSchmo.
Schmoey McSchmo was in it marginally more. There's no question that I feel bad. Find out what this guy's name is.
It's got to be more than
Do I
60.
have to?
yes.
It's got to be 60. There's more than 60-40. It's got to be more like 70-30.
No, it's 70-30, then I wouldn't have a problem with it.
Because there wasn't a lot of scenes with Hanks. There wasn't a lot of scenes.
What's his name?
Riaz, R-Y-R-H-Y-S, right?
Reese.
Reese. Yeah.
Wait, what was his first name?
Matthew.
Matthew Reese.
Yeah.
There you go.
Reese, yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, so Schmoey,
Okay,
it's
Schmoey.
going to be
but-
more like 70-30.
No.
Because there wasn't any scenes where you saw Tom Hanks by himself, except the one
Oh,
part
yeah,
at the
there
very
was.
beginning. Just at the beginning.
At the
All the rest of the
beginning,
time,
a little
Schmoey was there.
First person that we see on the screen is Tom Hanks.
Yes, and that's a 5-minute clip, and then it goes to
Okay, that's
Schmoey.
5 minutes
It
out
goes
of
to
2
Schmoey
hours.
for a half an
And
hour
then
before
Schmoey's in it for a while.
for a half an hour before Tom Hanks shows
and
up
there's
again.
a whole lot of Hanks.
No, there's a little bit of Hanks sprinkled in there, and there's a lot of Schmoey by himself crying and whining to his wife.
Originally, I was actually a little upset because when I first saw that he was getting Best Supporting Actor nomination because I'm like, oh, that they're gonna give it to Hanks instead of Joe Pesci, who deserves it. And then all of a sudden they threw me a curveball by giving it to Brad Pitt every frickin' time, which is, no arguments. If performance was fine, but how is that Best Supporting Actor?
Well, even okay, so my thoughts about that film to begin with, but
Yes.
Brad Pitt's acting in that was not like mind-blowingly good.
It wasn't.
It was
It
just
wasn't.
it was
trophy worthy.
it was a step above Potato, if you ask
Oh,
me.
it was better than that.
I mean,
but
Brad Pitt's good and everything. So I'm
not saying he shouldn't have been nominated, but he shouldn't win.
Well, yeah, this is.
neither
Oh,
should
I'm sorry. Are you
right?
wanting me to get back on my rage pony? Because this is what happens with these stupid academies.
I know.
I mean,
It's
it's like,
people that don't know squat are picking the winners.
yeah,
and-
or it's like, oh, Brad Pitt hasn't won anything in a while. He hasn't won anything. Period. Whatever. Who cares? We better throw him a bone because he was in a terrible movie. So.
Yeah. So and as I say, Al Pacino and Joe Pesci being in the same category is just insanity.
Well, if you've seen the movie,
Especially if you're gonna let's take a look at the two performances, and one absolutely should be nominated, and the other one, what are you thinking? I mean, he's raging in that movie. But he's not. He's got. Pacino now has two levels. He's got his normal level, which doesn't last very long, and then he's got the rah 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 rah.
yeah,
That's it.
he's got his on and his off.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
He's so one dimensional now. He's just one dimensional character, which is, I don't know. It shouldn't be even in a supporting role. He should just make bit parts in things until he can. That's the thing when you get typecast. He's now typecast as this guy, and that's part of the reason why I didn't love that movie. It was like
you need an angry older gentleman.
Yeah, I was
you
like-
get Al Pacino.
yeah, or if you want, hey, we need a Southern guy who can't understand a word he's saying. You cast Tommy Lee Jones, right?
Yeah,
It's
that's
kind of
about
like
it.
every time Tommy Lee Jones is on the screen, I need to put subtitles on now. It's like, what's he saying? I have no clue. It's like, wait, oh no, wait, okay. Oh, now it's Al Pacino. Hold on. I'm going to put my compressor filter on. I want to take it off of 5.1 and put it on mono
Yeah,
because he's just going to break my speakers.
Pacino.
Yeah. No, I feel your rage about Best Supporting Actor.
It's just a weird category, to be honest. I'm really not clear on what makes you a supporting actor these days.
Apparently, it's a percentage point. Like if
Well,
you're
it
51% in the
isn't,
movie,
though.
you're the main actor. If
Yeah.
you're 49%, then you're a supporting actor.
It is two different cases that actually debate that. One is, I believe it was Jennifer Connelly, was nominated for Best Supporting and won Best Supporting Actress, but she was like the star of the film.
What was that for?
I can't remember at the moment.
Well, you've got the walking around device.
well.
Look it up. What did Jennifer Connelly win an Oscar for?
She was a Beautiful Mind. I know that. I don't know if she won for that, and the other one was Judi Dench, who is in one of
He's
those.
skipping on his duties.
I tell you, Murray. It's not like we're asking you to do a
I'm
lot.
trying to make my point here.
Okay, sorry. Let's listen to your
And
point.
the other one was Judi Dench, who was in Shakespeare in Love for all of like 5 minutes.
Right.
And she won Best Supporting Actress. For
So
that.
we got
For a
this
5-minute
weird balance
cameo.
where somebody's doing a cameo and is winning Best Supporting, and how is that supporting a whole film, which I
Yeah.
assume? And then we've got the other side where they're in the movie for frickin' forever. It's like how is this not the star?
because she wouldn't have won in Best Actress, so they got nominated in Best Supporting instead.
It's all very puzzling to me.
No, I get your guys' point about the award show. Doesn't mean I don't love watching them because I still do.
Well, you nailed it because you did remember it was For a Beautiful
For
Mind.
a Beautiful Mind. Yeah,
Yeah.
she was in it a lot.
Yeah, she was like the lead actress. She,
was, pretty
wasn't.
much.
She wasn't a supporting.
She wasn't a
actress.
bit part.
No.
Yeah.
Anyway.
So it's funny how this rage actually just summated everything I hate about the Oscars.
I guess it,
And
it,
all the
wasn't, it
awards.
actually
It
wasn't
was like
my
a-
intention
It was
going
actually
in,
a
but-
double
you
rage.
are welcome, gentlemen.
It's a double rage.
I just filled up our show for today.
Rage.
Yeah, totally.
Rage subsiding. Pulse slowing. Anger fading.
Alrighty, that's
Nice.
outrageous.
Well, I think we've probably given as much as we can to the crap that's that is Hollywood for this
Yeah.
week.
This week.
And
There'll be more crap.
there'll be more. There's always
more
crap.
crap this
There's
weekend.
always crap.
Yes.
So obviously we're looking forward to next week. We're gonna talk about if we did go and see any of these crappy movies that are coming out this week. Lots of good stuff that's streaming coming out.
Yeah, I'll be streaming this week.
Yeah, me too. I'm doing a lot of previewing for Cuff Shorts right now, so I can't obviously talk about any of those films because none of them have come out yet. But
Yes.
there's a lot of good stuff that's coming through for there.
Top secret.
Thanks to all our ragers out there that are listening to us. Thanks for continuing to support us. And a special thanks to Jeff from Alchemy Studios for being a supporter.
Thanks, Jeff.
For helping us out.
awesome.
Can't thank you enough. And this our first epic adventure in our new studios. We give a toast to you. So thanks a lot. Well, everyone, that's it for this week. Enjoy the week and rage on.
Rage on.
Hey, John.